The pick is in.
70th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft by way of trade with the Cleveland Browns. The San Francisco 49ers select Romello Height, edge from Texas Tech. Locked on NFL Draft is sponsored by Kalshi. Trade draft picks in a live market with no house. Download the app, use code Locked On, and get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, trade on anything. I'm Tanisha Batiste, and I'm joined now by Brian Peacock from Locked On 49ers. And let's talk first about those picks. Browns traded picks number 70 and number 107 to the 49ers in exchange for number 58, 152. What do you think about the moves?
It's been a tough couple of days, I think, for 49ers fans with so much waiting. And who are the 49ers going to take? And at some point, okay, it's cool to collect all these picks. You got to use them and get some difference-making players. And so the 49ers hope they did that with Dejon Stribling and then Romello Height at pick 70. And I think the first trade that the 49ers made going down from 27 to 30 and being able to close that gap because they didn't have a third-round pick at all. So the gap between 58 and 127 was going to be an eternity. So to move up from one of their fourth-round picks that they have four of up to pick 90 in the third round, I think was a phenomenal move. I wasn't as high on their next trade when they moved down again at pick 33 because they got below market rate on that trade. And then you draft a player that some people will definitely be calling a reach and are calling a reach in Dejon Stribling just because he was 91 on the consensus draft boards and they drafted him 33 overall. And I think a lot of people would say, man, I would have just rather taken Omar Cooper Jr. than have Stribling in that late fifth round pick, right? And I think that's fair to have that opinion. And I probably would say the same thing myself. But clearly the 49ers are trying to add some picks, add some players. They were light on picks in this one and got themselves two players that have a lot of ability, should be able to impact the game. And Romello Height, someone just right away could come in and be a designated pass rusher off the edge with his speed profile and, again, both older prospects that you would think would be able to come along a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I talk about a guy who in his only season at Texas Tech, able to garner all Big 12 honors, quick first step, light on his feet. But what are some of the things that you like about what Height brings to the table?
Yeah, he's got a bag as a pass rusher. He's an interesting prospect because he's bounced around. He was at USC, and he was kind of an off-ball linebacker because, he's not the biggest guy. He's only 239 pounds, and he's 25 years old. So it's not like he's a 20-year-old you're projecting, he's going to gain 10 more pounds. I think this is just what he's going to be. So he's not going to be an early down player for you. He's a designated pass rusher. But what he showed at Texas Tech was a pretty fully formed pass rusher. He's got a bag. He's got juice. He's got explosion off the line of scrimmage. He's got bend to get around the corner. He's got counter moves. He absolutely tore up Caleb Lomu, who was a first-round tackle when Texas Tech played Utah this year. So that was really good to see. And if you're a 49ers fan, you want to like Romello Height, go put on the Texas Tech versus Utah game because he had him in fits as a pass rusher. So you like that, and I think that's someone that on third downs, he'll have a role as a rookie, which is something the 49ers just had to have early in this draft.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you look to see Height improve ahead of the regular season?
So here's what I don't know, and we're not sure how much the defense is going to change. I know they're going to keep some of their base that they've been running for a while under Robert Saleh, D'Amico Ryans, that has essentially become the Kyle Shanahan defense because he wants to keep that same identity and that same scheme. But they are going to let their new defensive coordinator in Raheem Morris maybe play around with a little bit more odd front stuff. And in that regard, with like that classic 3-4 outside linebacker type, I wonder if Romello Height might fit in there and be able to play a little bit on earlier downs. But from what I saw, he's not someone who's going to be super useful aside from, just a role as a designated third down pass rusher.
Indeed. Well, we appreciate you, Brian, as always. And for more on the San Francisco 49ers, subscribe to Locked On 49ers wherever you get your podcasts.